Welcome to the next segment of Get to Know an OVC Staffer. Today we have Grant Finley, our intern for this school year. Grant, 30 seconds or less, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, where you went to college, and things like that.
Well, I grew up in a town called Bettendorf, Iowa. It's made up of an area called the Quad Cities. 2 cities are in Iowa, 2 cities are in Illinois, right on the Mississippi River. The area is 400,000 people. It's really nice. From there, graduated high school in 2003. Went to school in Illinois at the Quincy University in Quincy, Illinois. Graduated in 2007 with my bachelor's in sport management. From there, I moved down to Texas to be an intern at the University of North Texas. And then I went back to school for a year and started working on my MBA. And then I got the opportunity to come down here to Nashville, and here I am.
So you moved all the way down to Nashville to be an unpaid intern? Are you crazy? No, I'm just joking. Tell us a little bit about your decision to come to the OVC this year.
Well, yeah, I think it was my sophomore year in college. It was when I kind of got the inkling that I wanted to be in a conference rather than a school. So finished out the school year. Like I said, I went down to Texas to work at a school. I got some first-hand experience there, and it was great, but I still had that desire to work for a conference, and I finally got the opportunity here this year. I've been speaking with Jennifer for a year or two, I think, and finally the opportunity presented itself, and here I am, and it's been great so far. I love it, and I'm looking forward to keeping after it.
So you've mentioned conference life, so would there be an ideal position for your future career?
Yeah, I think so. Right now, during the summer when I started, there hasn't been a whole lot to do. I mean, obviously things are going on and you're staying busy, but the championships was really excites me, and hopefully once the season or the year progresses, I'll get some more hands-on experience in that, and I really feel like I can carve out a niche in championships, hopefully for a Big Ten or an ACC, Pac-10, SEC, one of those major ones would be fun.
All right, so you've been here for a few months now. Tell us the differences between living in Iowa, Texas, and now Tennessee.
Biggest difference, easily the weather. It gets cold in Iowa. In the wintertime, you'll have temperatures of like 10 degrees with a wind chill of -12 or lower. It snows all the time. It's just a mess. I don't enjoy the weather. I know some people do. I'm not one of them. Down here in Texas, it's a lot warmer. It's a lot nicer. The sun shines a little more all year round, which is very enjoyable. It's greener. But, I mean, Dallas is obviously a large city. Nashville is large. The area I come from, like I said, 400,000, so it's not like I'm living in a cornfield. So the cities and the things to do are arguably the same, but the weather is probably the biggest thing, and I definitely enjoy the South. I see myself staying here for a while.
Well, tell us one thing about yourself that maybe most people don't know unless they're really good friends with you.
Yeah, well, I'm actually a big movie guy, and I like to write, so a little goal I have for myself is to write a screenplay. Hopefully have that turn into a feature film, and if I'm lucky, fingers crossed, maybe get the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. That might be down the road a little ways, but here's hoping.
So you're a movie buff. What are your 3 all-time favorite movies and why?
3 all-time faves. Definitely the default answer for number 1 is The Shawshank Redemption. If you haven't seen it, you need to. Morgan Freeman's amazing in it. How he didn't win an award, I'll never know. But the acting is top-notch. The directing is great. The story, the message behind it, wonderful. Everything about it is just done very well. After that, Crash came out recently. It was either 2003 or 2004, and that one's really great. The message behind it, dealing with stereotypes and racism, other problems that we've had for centuries and still lingers today. I think it's a great message. It's very powerful. After that, No Country for Old Men came out recently, and that's another great one. And I'm a firm believer that if you can watch a movie without any sound and still know what's going on, then you got a winner. And I feel like if you watch that movie, you're going to know what's going on without even listening to it, because the acting is so great, editing is so great. So those 3 right now, probably the 3 faves.
All right, last question. You can have dinner with any 2 famous people in the world. Who and why? Well,
the basketball fan in me says Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K. The things he's been able to accomplish are pretty remarkable. I read one of his books, The Leading with the Heart, and he seems like a great guy. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to get to know him, ask him a thing or two. The other one would be Tiger Woods. The doors and barriers he's been able to break down are tremendous. Obviously, he's a great golfer. I love golf. I try to get better at it all the time. So maybe after dinner we can go out to the practice green and maybe hit a few shots, and maybe I can learn a thing or two from him.
Well, Grant, thanks for joining us on Get to Know an OVC Staffer.
Absolutely. Thank you.